Hey everybody, it's Justin Banks, and today I am going to show you what it's like to vote in America. Now, one thing that I do notice whenever my wife went to go vote here in Germany is that she would go in and it would seem like that within 5 minutes, she would be finished. Now in America, if you ever notice on voting day, there's some places have lines all the way around the block waiting to vote, and they can stand there for hours. And there's a few reasons for that. One, it could be voter suppression, meaning that their ID laws in America is sometimes tricky. And so checking people's voter registration takes longer in America than in Germany. Also, it seems that most people wait to the very last minute even though we do have early voting and absentee voting, which I am going to do, and I'm going to mail it in. We have some people that choose to wait to the very last day, which is on a Tuesday. And this year is November 5th. And the lines are way longer. But the other reason could be is that, and I think this is probably the most important reason, it seems that in Germany, whenever they have an election, they have them throughout the year. And you might vote for one issue at a time, or you might vote for one candidate and party at a time. Last time for the Bundestag, there was just a Bundestag, and there seemed to be nothing else. And then when there was a European voting, there's a European vote, and then there was nothing else. Well, in America, when you go there for voting, especially for presidential elections, they add a lot of other measures to it that makes it very, very complicated. And that's what I'm going to show you guys today. So let's get to it. So I'm using a website called Ballotpedia.com because I don't want to show you my actual ballot. Unfortunately, it hasn't came in yet. I'm still waiting for it. But on Ballotpedia.com, Ballotpedia.org, you are able to see what are some things to vote about. And I chose a couple of cities. I chose one for the state of Arkansas, Little Rock, Arkansas, and I chose Pasadena, California, just a random major city in America. And I want to show you the different things they can vote for. So let's go through them. So first, I'm going to look at Ballotpedia.org is Pasadena, California. And it's saying on November 5th, 34 days away, there are 34 candidate races and 27 ballot measures. It states that completing a simple ballot, and this is a simple ballot, could take as little as 31 minutes or as long as 122 minutes, depending on how much of the provided information you decide to review and study. Now, really, who has a chance to go through all of this information when you're in election? Now, it's great to be informed beforehand, but some people aren't. Some people still are making their decisions, and so they have to go through them. Let's just go through some of these things that are in Pasadena, California. You have the first one, which is Proposition 2, Public Education Facilities Bond Measure. And I can click on it right here on the Ballotpedia, and I can see what yes supports and what no supports. And then the question. All right, let's go back. No point of going completely through it. Then you have, I have Proposition 3, the right to marry and repeal Proposition 8 amendment. I have Proposition 4, Parks, Environment, Energy, Water Bond. And these are just the measures. And there's multiple measures. Now, Pasadena is a huge place. It's part of the Los Angeles County, if I'm not 1% mistaken. So there's Proposition 6, Proposition 32, Proposition 33. Now, why do they put so many measures on the federal election? Well, the thing is, they know that on the federal elections, everyone is going to turn out. If you're going to vote, you're going to vote for the presidential election. And so this is also when a lot of other races are become also more important. So you will have, well, let's just go through them. State elections, everything. So people feel like the bigger the turnout, the more people have a chance to vote for a measure. Because I think you got to get so many voters to vote for it. Doesn't matter about just majorities. You have to get so many voters to make sure. So look at all of these different things. And I'm just now on the measures. All right, so now we finally made it to the candidates. We have the President of the United States, the U.S. Senate of California, U.S. Senate California special election, U.S. House California, District 28. So of course, I can only vote for the Senate that represent the area, or the district that represented I live. So let's look on the president. Everyone knows who's running. You have Kamala Harris for Democratic Party, running mate Tim Walz. You have Donald Trump. But what people are sometimes shocked about, we do have other parties running. We have Robert F. Kennedy is running for the Independent Party. Of course, we know that he's dropping out. Jill Stein is representing the Green Party. Chase Oliver represents the Libertarian Party. And you have Claudia Dela Cruz representing the Peace and Freedom Party. I never even heard of that party. But apparently they had enough people to sign their list. I think you have to make a list of so many, I think 25,000 to even get on the ballot. All right, now we come down to the U.S. Senate of California, and you had that Adam Schiff versus Steve Garvey. Then you have the state of California. Then you have local elections, Antelope Valley County Community College District Governing Board Trustee, Central Basin Municipal Water District Board Division, a trustee. All of these things to vote for. El Camino Community College District Governing Board Trustee Area 4, Los Angeles County District Attorney. I mean, all of these different things that people have to vote for. How many of these things do you think people actually know about? Pasadena Unified School District Boards. I even had to vote for my school board in these elections. That is a lot of things to vote. Now, there's some voters that are very informed. They have all of this in mind. They know who they're going to vote for. Other people might just vote on party lines. Well, if a Democrat is running, I'm going to vote for the Democrat. And some people know that. Oh, man, you know what? In this election, oh, man, there's going to be a lot of people voting for Kamala Harris. So you know what? This would be the perfect time for us to add this bill because we're going to have more support from Democrats. If we wait for another time, not many people are going to show up. Same for Republicans. Oh, man, Donald Trump is running this time. He's going to get a lot of people to come out. So let's add our initiative or measure to the ballot now because we're going to have a lot of Republicans that come out and vote. That is Pasadena, California. So let me look at Little Rock. So I have, all right. So now I'm going to check out Arkansas. Not my county, but another county. I'm going to check out the things that's going to be, let me go back. No. This is, this website is actually really good because it tries to inform people over what you have. This is not a promotional video for this website, but as I was going through it, it was showing me different things. Like if I wanted to click on, so I clicked on, no, I'm sorry, I'm Little Rock now. So, all right, let me go back. All right, so, all right, let's start back. All right, go. All right, so now I'm in Little Rock. And I'm going to show you what I can vote for in Little Rock. Let's see. All right, let's start here. All right. All right, now I'm going to show you what a simple box would be for someone in Little Rock, Arkansas, in Pulaski County. It says that there are 26 candidate races and only 5 ballot measures compared to Pasadena, California, which is a much larger place. I'm pretty sure New York City might also have a lot of measures on the market and they might have a lot of candidate races. So let's go through this. Now, I'm not trying to promote this website and everything, but it's really cool for a simple thing. I can click on detail measure, and then once I click on the first issue, lottery proceed funding for vocational technical school scholarships and grants amendments. Ooh, we're talking about scholarships and grant amendments from voluntary text. No one has to participate in the lottery. You make that choice to volunteer for the lottery, and if we're going to use that money that's raised from that to be used for scholarships, I'm all for it. But let's see actually what they are trying to get us to do. This website shows me what a yes means. Supports allowing proceeds from the state lottery to fund scholarships and grants for vocational technical schools and technical institutions. I think the difference is that right now it only goes for 4-year colleges. And here's the ballot question. If I click on, here's one. Little Rock District, Arkansas, 46.4 middle school tax measure. So it's about increase in taxes. All right, we have what yes means, what no means, the ballot question, and then the different measures. And what I love about this website is actually really cool. I can click on this link. This one is about one 5/8 cent sales tax increase measure. And then I can click here and say, what does a yes mean and what does a no mean? I have the ballot question. I can even click on support or opposition. And if this is set up correctly, then they will tell me why someone would want to support this and why people are voting against it. This website does not have all of this information because it is a third-party source and someone will have to add this information in. Now, if you go to your local website, the local state's website, that's when they have all this information. But for a quick thing, then this is actually a really good website. Most states, if not all the states, offer ballot samples. I just so happen to click on Ballotpedia because this is one of the first ones that popped up. So going back to President of the United States, I'm gonna click on it real quick. It gives me the overview of Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, and it gives me personal information, how you can contact them, candidate connection, endorsements, ratings and pledges. It gives me so much information that has been provided to this website about these candidates before I choose on them. Like I said, of course, each individual website has this information as well as the state has a lot of this information, but I really like this Ballotpedia just because I'm curious. What is it like in California? What is it like in New York City? What is it like in other major cities? I can use this website and find out. But once again, here's all the candidates. Oh, here's some candidates that were not on the California ballot that are on the on the Arkansas ballot. We have Chase Oliver, the Libertarian Party, Michael Wood of the Prohibition Party. See, America does have other parties, but of course, it's like a waste of vote. If you know majority wins and the other people lose, then what's the point of even voting for the Libertarian Party or the Prohibition Party or the Green Party for that matter? Because you know those parties are not going to win. Local elections, they have won before. But if for the federal, they're not going to win. So why do they run? Quick reason why. If we scroll down to the bottom of these things, a lot of times you will notice there are state options. So let's go down, we'll go to state. We have the Arkansas Treasurer, Arkansas House of Representative, Arkansas Supreme Court Justice, and some of these smaller elections for representative, in this case, they only have one person running. Interesting, this doesn't seem right. But in this case, you might have a lot of people running. And if it's only maybe 100 people going to vote for the smaller elections, then they might have a better chance of winning. So you have seen a lot of independents that will make it onto local levels, not on the federal levels, but sometimes on local levels. But anyway, go all the way down. Look at this, Pulaski County Constable, Justice of the Peace. These are the people that marry you. And it's just a piece of each district. And then, I believe I'm not mistaken. Oh, there's this board of directors, position 10. I mean, why would I ain't gonna think about this stuff. And we put in millions and millions of dollars. Now, the reason why we put in millions and millions of dollars for voting now is, like I said, every 2 years, president every 4 years, and senators every 6 years. And then y'all meet up around the same time. And it always depends on when you decide to vote. And all of these different ballots. Some people say it's better to have these measures on an off year because voter turnout would not be that large. Man, in my small district, I think one time a person won mayor of the town next to mine. It was like 25 to 12. 25 to 12. And I feel like in that little small community, you probably had 25 people in your own family that could have voted for you, and you could have became mayor of this small town. Now, of course, the mayor is not like a mayor of New York City, but still you can say you're a mayor. If they have a mayor's ball, you will still be represented at that same mayor's ball. If they have a police chief's combination, you will still have the same honor as if you are the police chief of New York City, versus the police chief of a little small hinky-dink town of 1,000, you're still a police chief. You still got that title. And I think sometimes for school boards, man, I think it might be like a vote of 10 to 8. Only 18 people can vote because of that school board area, that district is so small. But it's really cool to see all the things that you can vote for. Like I said, my wife, she would walk in and be done in 5 minutes. But as you can clearly see, based on all of these issues that the person can vote for, it could definitely take a lot of time to figure out what to vote for and why are you voting for it, and are you educated on the topic. And so if each person actually goes through this whole process and think about it, it could take a while. So anyway, if you voted in America or in Germany, or if you are planning on voting this year, and if you want to tell me who you want to vote for or who I should vote for, because I haven't voted yet, then please write a comment in the section of who you think I should vote for and why. And maybe you can sway me. All right, with that, peace.